but this is what I'm looking like.
In second place, number 381, Morgan Williams.
How does it feel? Surreal. Yeah. What is up? We are about to go do fasted cardio. I kind of wanted to give you guys an update just on my prep and how everything is going, being 4 weeks out. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I talk a lot about positivity, making sure to hold myself accountable to my actions and my thoughts and try to be in control of those negative emotions that kind of creep into your mind. Well, this week was an extremely difficult week for me, to say the least. I was doubting myself left and right. I almost walked out of the gym a couple of times, and I even considered giving up at this point in my prep, which is not like me. My body wasn't physically drained. This is a different prep for me. I reverse dieted and I was still pretty lean. You know, my prep for North Americans, my prep for Miami Nationals, I was dieting a lot harder and my cardio was a lot higher, and I was pushing myself to the extreme that now I'm in a more of relaxed state as far as my prep goes, and time was running out to me. I was like, I'm not where I need to be. I don't feel like I'm pushing myself hard enough, and I'm the type of person where I'm always continually wanting to get better and push myself to the next level, and I was starting to really drag myself down, and I preach positivity all the time, and so, ow, that was crazy. An ant just bit me in the freaking stomach. Anyway, it got to this point where I was texting a few of my friends and they kind of gave me the advice, like, Morgan, like, you need to figure it out. Like, you have two options: continue with this prep or give up. And it is not like me to give up on anything. I was kind of emotional this last week, extremely emotional at times. I think it was for really the reason of just self-doubt, and that is why I started this 10-day positivity challenge, because I really think that just being positive helps. First thing I did to kind of get myself out of the struggle, to say the least, is I prayed. I prayed to God to give me some sort of clarity and direction on how I was feeling. Is this the right time for me to compete? Am I ready? Am I just being hard on myself? Put a lot of my strength in God, because I know that He's gonna help me through whatever situation I'm going through. I just started having intent. So I started focusing on certain goals. Sometimes I'll just go into the gym and not really have a plan, and I'll just burn myself out. I'll not think that I did enough. And so I started, you know, writing down my workouts. This is what I'm gonna do. These are the exercises. And the thing that helped me the most was putting my phone down during my workouts. I can tell you that I had 100% more effective workouts, and I wasn't affected by social media or my Instagram going off or looking at other people and comparing my body to theirs, because that is a destroyer in itself. One of the main problems I had this week is I was halfway through my workout and I stopped and I took a picture, and I didn't like the way the picture looked. I took another picture and I didn't like the way the picture looked. And it's embarrassing to say, but I got so angry because I was upset with the way that I looked in a photo. And I think that we all take pictures and we see, you know, this illusion of ourselves, and we might not even look like that. It might even be like the angle or just the way the picture was taken. Whatever it is, I almost walked out of the gym because of that. I went home that night and I told myself, I need to have a change. This is not how I want to be. This is not how I want to handle my situations. And I knew I could get myself out of it. And that is what I hope to come to preach to you guys, that you just have to have faith in your capabilities. And self-doubt is really, there's really nothing worse, in my opinion. And I've now moved into my car because I got bit by another bug. I kind of gave myself two options, and that was that I was going to give up my prep, or I was gonna work through it. And if I felt like I did another day, that I wasn't to go through with this prep. And the reason is because I wanna be excited about competing. and I should be excited. This is my pro debut. I've worked so hard to get to like where I am right now, and I think sometimes we get so caught up in the moment that we forget about the big picture. The big picture of which is opportunity, success, you know, even every day working your butt off towards something, if it's not competing, if it's something else, and, you know, reaping the rewards of that. And I think we just get so lost in translation of, you know, comparing ourselves to other people, comparing our bodies to what they used to be. I mean, I was comparing the way that I looked now to Miami Nationals, and my body looks completely different, or focusing on the number on the scale, or whatever it might be. And I can promise you that if you just learn to really love yourself and be proud of yourself, you can make it through. And lean on those that you know you can count on 100% to be there for you in those moments. And most importantly, lean on God. I feel like I got so much clarity by just praying that morning and kind of just asking for direction. And I am 1,000% on a different level, on a different page. I have so much clarity that I'm in the right place right now in my life, that I'm going to go through with this competition, that I'm not going to complain about where I'm at or what I look like. I almost felt like just wearing long sleeves the rest of the prep so that I don't fixate so much on that. And we fixate so much on the small details and not the bigger picture of what we're actually doing. If you're a competitor, like, this is an extreme sport, and you should be darn proud of yourself for getting up every single day, working your butt off, sticking to a diet. You know, going through the whole motion of a prep is difficult, and it can be taxing mentally. But if you can focus on the good parts of it, like building your character, building strength, vision you standing on that stage holding that trophy, envision your posing going perfectly, envision that you've made it through 100% and you're enjoying that burger afterwards because you are so freaking proud of yourself. Envision those moments. Don't envision being tired, being dragged down. You know, when you tell yourself those things, your voice really is your currency. Your voice is so crippling at times if you allow it to be, and you have to learn to block it out or find a way to cope with it, because I'm telling you, it can destroy what you're trying to achieve. It really can. And someone that I feel like I'm a pretty positive person, and I'm always, you know, looking at the bright side of things, and I still go through these things. And I want to share this with you because I'm human, and I want to be able to show you guys that I do struggle and how I deal with it. Because I think that we watch these people on social media, or we see certain people and we think that they're almost like invincible, that they just live their lives, but you don't really see kind of behind closed doors or what they're really going through or what they're really thinking. You kind of see like a facade, or, you know, what you think, how you think they might live their life. So I hope that I can be as clear as possible that I definitely don't have 100% good days, but I do try my best to try to be positive in those situations. And, you know, some other things that I've jotted down, just because I kind of have these things come to me as I'm going through the day, is just smile. I think sometimes we get so irritated about the smallest things, and if you just stop and smile, like I said in a few of my Instagram stories, it's like almost impossible to be angry and happy at the same time. And if you just stop and smile and say, you know what, all is well. That's my tagline that I use all the time. All is well. Because when you put that back into your mind, you really can focus on just moving forward instead of just focusing on being unhappy. You need to condition your mind like you condition your body. You have to wake up every day with intent to get yourself in that mood that's a positive one, that's going to impact your day in a positive way. I think if you are, you know, looking at your opportunities outside of the door every single day, then you would have a great time with your life. But instead we wake up and we think about all the things that we have to do and these obligations. Like, no one's kind of holding your hand and telling you what to do and pulling you there. Like, you have the choice to be happy, and you got to make it happen for yourself. And I coming from someone that was so concerned about what everybody else thought, I've been the most happy by doing what I really want to do. And what I really want to do is help you guys. Like, I was kind of socially awkward at times, like when I was younger, and I didn't really know how to fit in, and I was always so nervous about being my true self because I didn't want people to judge me. And life is all about learning and growing, and you really have to do what makes you happy. And don't care about what people say about you, what people think of your choices. If it makes you happy, please go after it. And I guarantee you, as you're watching this, your gut is probably telling you to do something, and I hope that you go after that, because that is what I'm in the process of doing right now, going after what truly makes me happy. You only have one life, and we need to live more in the moment and cherish the opportunities that we've been given, and always know that there's going to be more opportunities, and we should take advantage of those opportunities instead of being negative. I'm going to end this rant with, there's a million ways that you can succeed, but the only way that you can fail is standing still. So hope I give you motivation to pursue and go after your freaking dreams, because you deserve a great life. Alright guys, we killed it. Fasted. It is not fasted cardio. Whoa, this, I swear this makes you like glow, but just like sweat. It's kind of nasty. I did not mean fasted. It is like 9 p.m. I'm not fasted anymore, but just finished this. Okay, we're just gonna start over. Just wanted to say, the whole time today I just wore like long sleeves for the most part, except for the picture that I took, and I just focused on my workout, and I didn't get too into my head about anything. I just put my phone away, heads down, gave myself a time limit, 40 minutes to get my shoulder workout done, and it made all of the difference. And I've been so sore this last week just not being on my phone. So try it out and kill your workouts. For all of you that have reached out to me recently, I can't thank you enough for your support. You guys keep me going, and I just hope you understand that I want to be able to give back to you guys as much as I can, and just help as a community and like lift each other up, just because that is what this life is all about. It's fun to obviously focus on yourself and your goals, but it's most fulfilling is helping you guys fulfill, you know, your goals and realize your potential and your worth and your greatness, because you're a champion, like I always say.
Today is amazing because we had a new low weigh-in. I feel like that's one of the best feelings when you wake up, especially after the week that I've been having, and after being like so positive and just having faith in yourself and just trusting the process and trusting your coach and knowing that everything's going to come together at the right time. That's been a major staple this prep.